the floods of Babylon. By the floods of Babylon. We sat down the floods of the Zion. 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 We remember the Zion. We remember the Zion. We sat down the floods of the Zion. We remember.
And next time it'll be Hannah who messes it up.
What's that called?
Yeah.
Lord, fuck, sorry, it was
No,
me.
it
What was
wasn't.
this?
It was good though, it felt more
This
natural.
was a